zoom into every single point. Okay? So let's talk about the first one, mindset. There's a lot of mindset, I believe. You guys have enough mindset trainings too. I just want to share with you two key mindsets that I think is the most important for USANA business. Number one is having the mindset of learning, being teachable. There was once someone asked me, Helen, what kind of people are you looking for in your USANA business? What kind of people do you think will have a higher chance of succeeding in this business compared to the rest? Okay, let me ask you this question. What kind of people are you looking for? Okay, just shout out to me. What kind of people are you looking for?
Driven people.
Driven people, yes, very important. Driven. Anyone else?
Teachable.
Teachable, yes.
Joyful.
Joyful, very good.
Action taking.
Action taking massive actions. So whatever you guys have said is correct. But if you ask me if I were to rank the importance of all these traits of people, I would rank the most important as teachability. It's very important. You realize that if you look at the wall of fame here, there are people who are gold, there are people who are silver, people who are good. Next time in the future, you're going to have ruby, emerald, many diamond directors. If you look at any country's wall of fame, you realize that people on the wall might not necessarily be people who are the smartest, might not be people who have the most friends, or people who have the most money. But people whose space can be on the wall are always the ones who are teachable. These people are the people who are able to I call it zeroize their mindset. You know what I mean? That is very important. Sometimes I recruit new people, and these people, they themselves, they are very high people. They're smart, they have good degree, they have a good background, they have good family background, family network, they have everything. But they refuse to learn what you teach them. They come to you and they say, okay, give me your training slides. Give me your notes. Okay, good. Okay, can. I can do a training with you. I don't need anything. Do you have such downlines in your team? You have, right? These are the people who will never succeed. You can mark my words. Because these are the people who are not able to learn from people who are successful. I believe everybody in this room may come from different teams, right? And every of you have outlines, you have mentors guiding you in the business. These people are people who have already walked the way, done mistakes, fell down, and tell you, hey, in front there is going to be a hole. Don't jump into the hole. And you're like, okay, let me try. Oh. And then you fall down. And you're like, I know this is very hard. Right? But the thing is, your mentor told you the right way. You refuse. You think that it doesn't work. You think that you can try your own way. So this is the most important. In our business, being able to treat ourselves like an empty glass is important. Everybody starts in USANA as a glass filled with water. It might be filled with full glass of water, half glass. The first step to do is to come into the business. No matter how successful you are in your current work or how successful you are as a business owner, come in with an empty heart and say, the most important word when you come to the business to say is, just say, I don't know. I don't know how to prospect. I don't know how to explain the compensation plan. I don't know everything. Please teach me. This is the most important. Being teachable. I still remember one of my downline in China. So this guy, he is a very big business owner, doing very well in the coal mining business in China. So he has, his company, he has 5,000 employees. He is very, very rich, and he is very successful. When he came into the business, his first thing he said is that, I am the owner of a mega business. This chicken feed, simple. Give me all the documents. Within 6 months, I can become 5-star diamond director. Very proud, you know. I said, okay. I give him everything. Okay, we try. After 1 month, I don't hear from him. I call him. Hello? What are you up to? Not easy. Not easy. How you talk to people? Not easy. I talk to my friends. I thought everybody would join. Not really. I said, oh, okay. So what do you want to do now? What do you plan to do now? He said, it's okay. I try again. I said, okay, then go and try. Another 2 weeks finished. Again, I call him. Hey, how? PPS, 2 more weeks, okay? How? Need help? Wow, I really need help. Cannot. How? Then I said, okay, come, let's meet. Prospect this, take out. Come, let's go through it. Within 2 weeks, he achieved PPS. Because he sat down and re-listened to the proper steps of doing things. After that, so there was once we had a team building event and he came up to share and he said that the biggest thing that I changed is that I became humble. I start to listen and then my business started to grow. So that's the most important. The second mindset that is very, very important is what I call positioning. Your positioning and your commitment will determine your success. In this world, there's no such thing as I cannot do something. It's whether or not you want to do something. Am I right?
Yeah.
Let's not talk about Usana. Let's talk about any other things. Some people, some women say, some girls will say, yeah, I cannot cook. I'm not a good cook. I don't know how to go to the kitchen and start to cook. One day, this girl made the dream man of her life. Gets married, need to start to cook. Practice, day after day, become the fantastic cook. What happened? She cannot cook? No, she can cook. Just whether or not she wants to cook for who. It's the same thing in anything in Usana also. Positioning is what we call your mindset. When I talk to any of my new recruits, my new downlines, I'll ask them one question. For example, if I ask this handsome gentleman in front of me, I ask you a question. Who are you today in Usana? You look at me. Sounds like a trick question, right? Who are you? Not your name, Who are you in Usana?
Who am I?
Yes, who are you?
What do you mean?
Yes, what do you mean, right? So I did this with some of my downlines, I got the same response. I said, who are you? You mean my name? Or what is it about? I repeated a few times, I said, who are you? And then one of the guys said, I am Carlson. And then I said, yeah, and then? I said, so what are you in Usana? Oh, I am a believer in Usana. So is that what I'm looking for?
No.
Actually, that is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for what he's going to say he is in Usana. So when I asked who are you, he told me that he is a believer of Usana. Can you imagine, if he thinks that he is a believer of Usana, his actions and his mindset is going to think like a believer. Am I right? So I told him, no. Okay, let me tell you. Today, you're not a believer. Today, you're Usana's Diamond Director.
Yes.
You know, when I said that to him, right, he said, actually, he was slouching. Then I said, today you're Usana's Diamond Director. He said straight. And then I said, what's the difference? He said, oh, no, you said I'm Diamond Director, so I need to be more confident. So I said, okay. So the difference is, why am I saying this? Is that in Usana, right, the success comes from when, I remember this because when I started the business, it was very hard for me because when I joined the business 5 years ago, my mom has been in business for 8 years and she was already a 1-star Diamond Director. Some people say you had it easy because your mom is already doing so well. You come in, you're already a 1-star Diamond. I said, no, I had it harder than you. Because people start to call me small diamond. They say, oh, little diamond, little diamond. I hated it. So I thought, oh my god, this sounds like, are they trying to laugh at me or are they trying to really praise me? I felt like I don't deserve the title, but I don't own the title, but yeah, I have this title in me and I felt like, can I just be a silver director? You know what I mean? At that time, told me this. There was once I got very frustrated, and he looked me in the eye and he said that you are a diamond director and you own it. And I was like, at the moment I thought, oh yeah, I need to own it. From that day onwards, I think like a diamond and I behave like a diamond director. Everything started to change. I took ownership of my business. I realized that I'm a leader and I have no excuses. I cannot wait for things to happen. I have to make things happen. And when that happens, everything starts to change. So every time I have a new downline, I will ask him, if this person wants to do the business, if it's a consumer, don't ask such things and you're scared. I just want to consume the product. Of course, you ask someone who is really interested in the business, right? So I ask, and then he will give me the same look. What do you mean? And then when I say you are a diamond director, you think like a diamond. Then people will say, but I'm not a diamond yet. Then I say you think and you behave like a diamond until you become a diamond. Okay, and it will happen to you. So you have to think that way. So I still remember a very interesting story. You guys know BMW and Mercedes, right?
Yeah.
So how many people in this room prefer Mercedes? Oh, only a few. How many of you like BMW more? Why? Klein, why do you like BMW? Sporty? And then? Look younger, look cool?
Yes.
Look younger, Mercedes a bit old, huh? Hey, I drive Mercedes. I'm very young, no? Okay, why do I give this Mercedes and BMW is very interesting? So some of you like Mercedes, some of you like BMW, right? And like Klein, he's the German one, he's very young. He thinks that, oh, I like BMW, it's sporty. Wow, that's very cool. But do you know that a report has shown that BMW has 15% higher chance of getting into car accidents than Mercedes? Yes, nobody say yes, huh? Why do you say yes?
Because the report says so.
Trust me, So it's very interesting. I just share a very funny thing. When I drive a Mercedes. When I drive, sometimes you get a horn, and then I tell you from my experience of driving for 3 years. Every time I turn, it's not going to be a Mercedes horning me. It's always BMW horning me. And the funny thing is, I thought to myself, is it because I drive Mercedes, so Mercedes think we are like friends, so they don't horn another Mercedes? But I realized after this report, you know why they say that a BMW has high chance of having accidents? It's precisely because of the positioning of the company. Mercedes' slogan and positioning is class, elegance, boss. Huh? And then how about BMW? What's the positioning? Speed. Sporty. Right? Speed. The kind of fast kind of emotions of driving the car like vroom, right? That's BMW. So you realize because of that positioning, more people who are driving the BMW has a mindset that when I drive a BMW, I am fast, I am speedy, I am sporty, I am young. Whereas the person who drives Mercedes, I'm classy, I'm elegant. So you realize that it's not because of the car, it's because of the mindset. It's because of the positioning. That goes the same with you, Sana. If you think you're always a downline, if you think I'm just a sharer, what do you want me to do? What can I do? I don't know anything. Then you will not know anything. You wait, right? But if you think that, although my rank is a sharer, but in my heart I'm a diamond director. You walk like a diamond, you think like a diamond, and you prospect like a diamond. You dress like a diamond. Have you seen a diamond director wearing slippers to office? Unless it's going on a trip to Hawaii, then no problem. But no, there are days that I really don't want to dress up. I just want to be lazy and relax. But I believe no one has seen me in office. Klein, have you seen me in office with high heels?
High heels always.
Always high heels,
Always
right?
sexy.
Oh, thank you. But if today I don't position myself as a diamond, I'm just a sharer. I say I relax, I'm just a sharer. I wear slippers, I wear shorts to office, no problem. So it's all in the mind. Whatever you think you are, you become that person. Whatever you think you want to do, you become that person. So the most important, When you want your Sana business to grow, of course, action is really important. But if you want your business to grow, first of all, change your own mindset. Change who you think you are. Don't think you're just believer. You're a diamond. Think about it. In 2 years' time, in 3 years' time, in the international stage, you're working on stage to give a speech to everybody there to tell them your story. Right?
Yes!
I always tell clients because I know him. So it doesn't be pleasant. Because I know him. So you think like you're going to be a diamond, right? So you behave like that. So that's the thing about mindset. When your mindset starts to change, so everybody tonight, right, look at the mirror and tell the person in the mirror that I am a diamond director.
Amen.
Right? Oh, amen. If you say that every day in the morning when you wake up and when you go to sleep, I'm sure in 1 month you're going to see different results. Because your friend is going to look at you, how come today you look a bit different? How come you sound a bit more confident? Your business must be good. Right? Have you seen someone who's always walking around scared, not confident, thinking that people will reject them? Do you think you will join that person in his business? No, because you cannot follow that guy, because you feel that he's not able to lead you well. So start with mindset, the first thing. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. After mindset, some people say, wow, my mindset is very good. I am a diamond every day. Wow, I am a diamond, but you have no action. Cannot. Cannot, right? You just have a mindset. Wow, your mindset is very good. I am a diamond director. Helen say, I must be diamond. Tomorrow I come into office, wow, I wake up. I'm a diamond director, but you don't do anything, no use. So the second thing that comes into very, very important is your action. Second one is always, we don't hear how loud you talk. They always say, work hard in silence. Let success make the noise. Am I right? You don't have to say, wow. Some people come in and say, wow, if I join you, I tell you, one side, 5,000. I got all the network. I have so many friends. Wow, I have auntie, uncle, wow, everybody. I join, all of them, one side, you ready for don't worry. And then you feel excited, right? You go home and think, wow, one side, max out. Very good. And then the person come in, after 6 months, after even 1 year, never even recruit one person. Do you have such people in your network? You will have one. Trust me, you will have one. You will have such people in your network. So these are people who talk louder than they walk. Say a lot of things, but nothing happens. In your sana, your actions brings everything. A guy is very good at talking. So A guy present health and freedom to someone, closing rate almost 50%. He talks to 2 persons, 1 will join on the spot. Wow, very good, right? B guy is not so good. B guy, not very convincing, not well spoken. But B guy is very, very hardworking. So when A meet 2 persons in 1 week, B already met 20 people in 1 week. On statistics, A will close 1 person, am I right? Because he has a 50% chance success rate. But he met 2 in 1 week, he closed 1 person. If you put 1 new down. B has already met 20. 20 divided by 7 days, he has 3 appointments a day. Do you think after meeting 20 people, he cannot close at least 2 or 3? Impossible. This business is about numbers. It's always about the numbers game. So don't ever complain that my business is not growing, apply nothing is happening, I'm not earning. Always look back at ourselves. We don't want to complain about what's happening around us, but we look into us on how we can improve ourselves, how we can improve our numbers game. Don't be afraid of rejection, because every no that you get, you're getting closer to a yes.
Yes.
Yes!
Right? So don't be worried. In fact, when I tell my downline, oh, you got a no, very good. That means you did something today. Then I ask them, how's your business this week? Oh, good. I say, good. And then? Good. Oh, and then what's next? Good. Who do you meet? I went out for tea with some friends. And I say, tea. drink tea? Never talk about Visana, right? Oh, I tried, very hard, they're not interested. So we drink tea. Oh, I built rapport, I built relationship. But we didn't talk about Visana, right? I couldn't bring it up. Do you have such people? You drink tea 10 times with this guy, and you still haven't told him about the Visana business. So don't drink tea already, just tell him about it. Some people are very afraid, are very scared that if I tell him today, he's going to reject me. So let me build more relationship with him until he's able to accept my Visana business. Let me tell you a secret. If he's going to reject you, he's going to reject you even if you build relationship after 10 T, 20 T. Same. So you want faster result? Tell him. Don't want? Okay, follow up this. You don't want? Follow up this. You want? Come, let's do it. It's about the speed and about the momentum and about getting the numbers in. I still remember in the beginning of my business, I wasn't very good at it. So, of course, right, who would be good at it in the beginning, right? Some of my downlines look at me today when I present one-on-one health and freedom to their prospect. They say, "Oh, Helen, so smooth, very good. Wow, how you do it? You're so talented." I said, okay, you know why I'm good? I've been in the business for 5 years. 5 years, 365 days. Every day I have at least 3 appointments. 3 times 5 times 3, 6, 5, that's a few thousand. That's why I'm better than you. How many times have you presented? There are. Took one. Right, so it's back to the practice. You want to be good at something, you have to practice. And the more it's a chicken and egg story, right? The more you don't practice because you're afraid that you're not as good as your outline, the more your outline is going to be damn good, super good. And then you're going to be like, oh, I cannot do it. I cannot do it. How people are smiling to yourself, I know you're thinking, that's me. So don't be afraid, just go out and try. Go out and get your numbers. You need to have the numbers. And you need the numbers in to fill your skills. The more numbers you have, the more you're going to be skillful. People ask, Tiger Woods. Right, he is a legend of golf, right? People ask him, wow, Tiger Woods, why are you so good? Why? The hole so small and so far away. You hit the ball, it can go in. And you look at a person, because I use the golf stick every day more number of times than you eat. Okay, so of course I'm better than you because that's my life. To me, Usana is my life. Every day I present, even if I lie down and sleep, right, I can reset the whole health and freedom in my mind. Because I've said it so many times. Which slide? What slide? What is the important thing in that slide? How long you want? You want 1 hour version, 30 minutes version, or you want a 10 minutes version? I have. Because I've practiced this many times. Right? So it's all about practice, but without numbers you can't have the practice. So my question to you is, please ask yourself these questions. Number 1, this is very important. Have you written the prospect list? So some of y'all here, you just achieved PS and PPS, right? Congratulations. But from now on, what's the next step? The next step is taking your business to the next level. Your prospect list is your gold mine. So make sure you have a long list. Don't judge people. You see, do you fortune tell who will join you? Do you fortune tell? Some people, when your leader asks you to, come, let's write your prospect list. And then you write 2 lists. What kind of list? 1 list, business builders. 1 list, consumer. Right? I know, because I have a lot of people like that. Yeah, I see how many have 2 lists. Oh, because these are the people that I think will do the business. And these are the kind who have disease. They got problem, they need the product. This one leg pain, head pain, body pain, this one got cancer, diabetes, they are the product. This one can do business. But my question to you is, how do you know what they want? How do you know? How do you predict their future for them? What if they don't want to do the business but they are in need of the product? And what if they have some kind of illnesses and they want a product but they want more money? They want more change. They want more time freedom with their family. How do you know? So the number 1 tip, the most important tip is write 1 long list and don't prejudge people. How people say, this one, can't get decline. So young. Or this one, Just now I was talking to this gentleman here. He said he's 17. I'm still in doubt. I need to verify with Dennis. Is he really 17?
I might not have it.
Really 17, right? So some people I think when you read the prospectus, 17 years old and so young. Cannot. Right? But look, we have a young man here striving to be our next younger diamond director, right? 17. So young in the business. Some people look at another person, aiyo, so old. Cannot. Do you know, I share you a story. Do you know in my team, right, there is this lady, he is 82 years old. She teaches the piano. Very old. She comes to training like this. Comes to training. A few of my Gen Y leaders saw her coming for training, and she always wants to sit on the first row because she thinks she cannot hear. I said, I want to sit here, I can see properly and hear properly. So she come for the training, and then there was once we talked to her and said, wow, no, we are so inspired by you. You're already so old, but you still come for every training. Can we take a picture with you? And she said, can, wait And she take out, sorry. Then she said, wait, let me take out something. Then she take in her bag. Guess what? Lipstick. How you know? Is it, you're also like this? Took out her lipstick. She said, wait, let me put lipstick. Because we said, I want to take a picture with her. I said, I have to put lipstick. Then we're like, oh. And she put lipstick and then she take a photo. How can you judge? Young, old? Some people you do that, then you say, this one so shy. Cannot. This one you ask them to go on stage. Some people go on stage sharing, half the time, my name is, forgot the name already. Right, you have people like that, forget the name, but after 5 years, 5-star diamond director. Yeah, there are many people like that. What I'm trying to tell you is that don't ever predict the future of someone. You never know who is your diamond director. So when you write your prospect list, write down the whole world. Write down everybody. Yes, write down everyone. So don't judge people. Don't think that this one can, this one cannot. Don't do that. Okay? And then, next question. Do you add new people into your list every day? Some people always ask me, Helen, you're already a 5-star diamond director, right? What do you do every day? Because they see my Facebook, they see that I travel a lot. What do you do every day? I just travel, right? I said, yeah, I travel, but I posted people. Just now we're on the plane, okay, I share another story. On the plane here, just now, on Garuda, when I was going down, there was this auntie is behind me because I put my hair like this. Okay, so my hair, okay, I show you all, looks quite thick, right?
Yeah.
Bagus, bagus. My hair quite thick, right? So there's this auntie behind me. Not auntie, she is granny already, she's old. Behind me, and then she said, you have nice hair. And I said, oh, thank you. She said, what oil do you use? What do you put on your hair? And I said, no, I don't really use some oil. I don't do much. And then I just wanted to text someone, And then she continued and she asked me, wow, you are so lucky. You have thick hair. And I was thinking, yeah, I have thick hair. It's because I take Usana Substantials, I take the vitamin B. So I said, maybe it's because I take vitamin B. And then she looked at me, oh yeah, vitamin good, vitamin B good. Oh, maybe I should take too. And I was thinking, oh, I better get a number, in case she go and buy GNC vitamin B, So I quickly get number, and then now I'm going to make an appointment with her when I go back to Singapore to have tea with her. I don't want to judge her. She told me her oldest son is 50 years old. So I count for her. I said, oh, you must be about 70 plus. She said, wow, you're so smart. You're so good at calculating. Are you an accountant? And then I said, yes, it so happens that I am an accountant. So I ended up talking for quite a long while, and then we exchanged contact. To me, right, your people that you talk to every day in your list is endless. You can meet someone in the lift. You can meet someone when you're going to an event, going to a party. I have recruited people from everywhere. I have one of my key leaders right now is I met him in a club. Okay, don't start to think, wow. I met him in a club and then he wanted to try supplements. So I sold him essentials. And then I brought him for a long time, almost 2 years. And now the person who is active in the business is not him, it's his wife. So you never know. So the key about our business and the art of Lisana is that it surprises you every single day. You don't know what will happen in your business. Tomorrow, somebody might join your team and suddenly your team explodes. Right? So it's something really amazing. Just keep on adding people to your list. Even for me right now, I spend about, just now I was sharing with some people here, I spend about 70% of my time doing training and mentoring my key leaders, and I spend still 30% recruiting, prospecting, inviting, back down to the basic. Because sometimes when you as a leader tell your downline associates that, hey, you must prospect, you must talk to people, and then they look at you, huh? Since when is the last time you prospected? So people don't listen to what you say, right? But they see what you do, right? They follow you with what you do. So we always say you need to show them, show the downlines the way. So always prospect, always increase the numbers. And this is very important. Do you ask for referrals? This is something that a lot of us fail to do. But people in other industries, like for example, insurance industry, property agents, car agents, even gym sales consultants, they are very good at doing this action. Every time they close something, they close a deal with you, you sign a gym membership, the sales consultant is going to come to ask you, hey, do you think you have 5 friends who wants to sign up this gym also? Can you refer me their names? And then you feel like a bit obliged, right? And you're like, yeah, I kind of do have 5 friends. Okay. But for Usana, do you ask for referrals? Yes, that's great. Because in this business, one of the best ways to grow your business is always to ask for referrals. Even if this person doesn't want to join the business. For example, if I talk to him and he's not interested in Usana business, I will ask him and say, that's perfectly fine. You know, not everybody is suitable for the business, and it's perfectly fine that your timing is not now. But do you think you have some friends who wants to earn an extra few $1,000s a month on the side that I can help them with? If you have such people, maybe you can refer them to me and I can help them. You never know, he might be a really bad guy, and he say, no, I don't have friends. Right? But he might be a nice guy, and he might say, oh, okay, I'm not interested, but I have this friend, he's very interested in business, and let me try to, you can try to talk to him about it. So in my business, I always ask for referrals. And referrals keep your contact list growing every single day. So have you all been learning something? Yeah? So you know that in this business, constantly grow numbers, constantly prospect, write your prospect list every single day. I have this habit, I like to look at my prospect list every time I'm free, everywhere I go. Sometimes I'm waiting for a prospect to come or waiting for something to happen. I'm so free. I take out my book and I look at the prospect list and I feel very happy. Because I say, wow, so many prospects, so many people that I haven't talked to. This business is limitless. And I feel very motivated from looking at my own list. So make sure you do a beautiful list. If you haven't done a list, right, tonight, please start to do a list. I know some of you have outlines coming to do list and then you're like, what this? Handphone, my handphone what? You think I cannot remember my friend's name? Must write this, so retarded. No need list. But let me tell you, the secret to success is that list. Try it. Write the list down tonight, and you will see magic happening in the next few days or the next few weeks of your business. Okay? Yeah. Okay, so we have learned. Number 1 is what? Mindset, right? Mindset determines your success, right? Number 2 is, after having the right mindset, you need to know how to have actions. And the third thing that I must emphasize for most people in this business is that you need to know how to grow your leaders. Number 1, you need to know how to identify who are your leaders. Because as you grow the business, you can't possibly spend the same amount of time on every single downline or teammate in your team. You will go crazy. You go crazy, right? So you need to know that in this business, you want to have leverage. You want to have duplication. So you need to firstly identify who are your key leaders. And from there, you need to know how to train and groom them. We say, do you think leaders are born or groomed? Oh, everybody say leaders are groomed. Good. Yeah, you look at me and am I right? Right. I also believe that leaders are being groomed. Many people have inner potentials that are waiting to be unleashed, right? that are waiting to be discovered by someone out there who believes in you. Have you ever thought that, I don't even believe in myself, but my mentor believes in me so much that I better believe in myself? That was what happened to me in the beginning. I never believed in myself. When my mentor told me that, Helen, you go on the stage and share your story. And I'm like, how many people? Oh, 20. Huh? 20? Cannot. Then, as it escalated, she said, okay, we're going to do Health and Freedom. 100 people. Huh? 100? Cannot. And then the first time I went for the AP convention to share, I asked her again, so you asked me to share in AP convention, how many people? Oh, not too many, about 10,000. Then I looked at her and said, cannot. I think I will shit my pants before I can say anything. So you better not put me there. And she said, Helen, you just take the opportunity first and then do it how later. I said, okay, I took it. So it is something that I think I also became a leader after being groomed. Many leaders in our business are being groomed. And we need to know how to identify. So let me throw the question back at you. Who are the kind of people that you think are leader quality? Just shout out to me. What kind of character, what kind of traits are leaders?
Responsible.
Responsible people?
Consistent.
Consistent? Oh, very good. Take action.
Integrity.
Integrity.
Take ownership.
Take ownership. Oh, I'm going to train you guys. You really know everything. Yes, exactly. So you need to know how to identify all these things. And if I were to add on to all these traits, one trait that's very important when identifying leaders is you need to identify people who have the same values as you. Same values as you and same vision as you. These are your core leaders. And then from there you groom them, you spend time with them, you take them by the hand and really teach them step by step. And then they do it and present it to you and you help them. But of course you don't do it forever. You have to let go and let them be independent. And then this has to duplicate to their next tier of leaders. That is where you have done duplication right? So this is very, very important. If you don't know how to duplicate and grow leaders, I will tell you that you'll be very tired. You will end up being extremely tired because you are the only leader in your team and you are doing everything for everyone else. Do you have people in the business where you want to do everything for everyone on your team? Some people are like this, right? Oh, my, very protective. Oh, my downlines, they are babies. I need to take care of them. Auto order, I must help them to collect. Auto order, I must pass to them. Everything, I record for them. Oh, training, appointment, I go with them. You don't say anything, I help you to say. Do you know that by doing this, right, you will never ever grow leaders? Sometimes leaders are created when they are left to be independent. So try that. Let them be independent and let them grow. So from here you realize that in your Zealand business, the concepts are quite simple. Of course, if I were to give a training, it can go on and on, but because today we only have 45 minutes. So have you learned something today?
Yeah.
Yes, right? Okay, so if you have more questions later, feel free to approach me and I will talk to you one-on-one also. So before I end, right, I want to show you a video that I personally like a lot and I show to all of my prospects and my downlines. So this is a video, can you see from here who is this?
Jack Ma.
Wow! So blur, and you all can see. Very good. You all take visuals, Jack Ma. So Jack Ma, he is very successful and he is now, I say in China, one of the richest men in China. So this is a video that I want to share with you guys. Why? Because I want you to understand that sometimes when you prospect people, you will get different kind of responses, right? And then you will get different kind of people. Okay, I'm not too much. You can just watch this, and then you will understand that in this business, you just have to keep trying and find people with the same mindset as you. Okay, so let me play the video.
Jack Ma, founder of Alibaba, said, "The worst people to serve are the poor people. Give them free, they think it's a trap. Tell them it's a small investment, they'll say can't earn much. Tell them to come in big, they'll say no money. Tell them try new things, they'll say no experience. Tell them it's traditional business, they'll say hard to do. Tell them it's a new business model, they'll say it's MLM. Tell them to run a shop, they'll say no freedom. Tell them to run a new business, they'll say no expertise. They do have some things in common. They love to ask Google, listen to friends who are as hopeless as them. They think more than a university professor and do less than a blind man. Just ask them, what can they do? They won't be able to answer you. My conclusion, instead of your heart beats faster, why not just act a bit faster? Instead of just thinking about it, why not do something about it? Poor people fail because of one common behavior. Their whole life is about waiting.
It's one of my personal favorite videos because I think it speaks a lot to everybody, right? A lot of people, they wait for things to happen. And I still remember when I went to convention 5 years ago, I was telling myself, oh, eventually I'll do USANA. Let me just get down to my corporate job and eventually I'll do USANA. But one statement that Dennis Wakely, you know Dennis Wakely? A motivational speaker and one of very good friends of tournaments, he said that in life, right, there is no magic moments. It's either now or never. So when I heard that sentence, that was what struck me. And that was what told me that no waiting in life. You only have one life. So stop waiting for the right moment when you're less busy to act on things. The moment is now. Now, when Indonesia is only here for how many years? 1 year. So in this room, how many of us in this room right now? 40? 30? 40. About 40. In this room, 40 of you, there will be people in the next 2 years, next 3 years, earning 5 digit per month. I'm talking USD, not rupiah. 5 digit USD a month. There will be people also earning 6 digits a month. In USANA is possible. Many people have achieved that. So take the chance now and work hard. And really take action. Don't wait anymore. So I will leave you with the last quote that I'll just read to you. So always think that I'm a lion and I refuse to talk, to walk, to sleep with the sheep. I will not hear those who weep and complain, for their disease is contagious. Let them join the sheep. The slaughterhouse of failure is not my destiny. So you will face negativity, but it is fine. Don't join the sheep. Join the lions. I believe that the lions are all we have in this room, right?
Yeah.
So with that, I'll end my talk tonight, and I hope that you guys will really take action and we will see a very, very big boom in USANA Indonesia. Okay? So thank you so much, and have a great evening.